Any other questions?
You said earlier that in some countries or cultures it's difficult for the Muslims to be reflective about their religion. And I was wondering if you could enumerate some of the reasons why it's difficult to do.
Well, because I think people in the Muslim culture, it's just a given that you're right. You know, like it used to be that way in this culture. You know, it was just given. Christianity was true. Everything else is false. That's just a given of any culture that has a dominant religious teaching that still has power and influence. And certainly Islam is still in that position in the Muslim world, where to question or to really think, why am I a Muslim? You know, other than the fact that I was born here, that most people won't come to that.
There would be judgment.
There would be social stigma, for one. But see, I don't even think that should negate. Even if there was, it's still important to reflect and think. You know, I mean, you have always had people within cultures that have questioned things. I mean, there were always people within the Christian tradition that remained Christians, but they could still challenge the culture. Sometimes they were burnt at the stake, other times they weren't. But the point is that there were people that would say, you know, is this right? Or is what we're doing right? I mean, that's an important human question. And this is just a lot of non-reflective people. And then I think there's a lot of encouragement for the absence of reflection for social political reasons. You know, I mean, in this country, you know, we're a country of entertainment. People know massive things about sports and basketball and baseball and football, and adults that can give you brilliant analyses of, you know, why this team's going to make it to the Super Bowl and have all their stats at hand, and they don't have a clue about the national debt or why we're paying over 50% of our tax dollar to interest on our national debt, or why our schools are literally crumbling before our eyes, why there's children killing children. Why, you know, really, there's just not a lot of emphasis on analyzing, on thinking, on seeing. So, you know, we're as much, I think, you know, the Americans, we tend to delude ourselves often. I mean, you're all educated people, so it's probably not the case, but there's certainly a lot of people out there that really haven't given a lot of thought, that they're much more obsessed with, you know, the latest entertainment, what the latest movie is out there, you know. The Romans controlled their societies with bread and circus, right? Bread and circus. It's a very common political way of maintaining